And the crazy thing about that is when I was hugging him in that moment and like, Nick's dead, his first words to me were, Alicia died on this day. And I was like, what? And this is my half sister that passed away. She passed away when I was 6 in a car accident when she was 16. And he goes, today's the 20-year anniversary of her death. He's like, she died June 29th, 2001. And it was June 29th, 2021. Yeah, like it's crazy to think like you would lose one child in your life and he lost 2. So I'm going to handle everything else. Like I planned his entire funeral. I had to make those really hard like calls to his school because he had just enrolled to ASU. And I had to call the admission center and tell them like, yeah, I don't really know how to say this other than like this student passed away.
Yeah.
He worked at this restaurant for a very long time, and the chef there like saw him as a son. Like literally, he'd worked there for like over 10 years. So he was like, "You can have it at my restaurant." He's like, "You're having your funeral at my restaurant." He's like, "I don't care." He's like, "We're doing it at the restaurant." So we set everything up there. It was like chicken quesadillas and like some pasta and like some other thing he liked, and it was all did not go together. But like he was like, this is all his favorite food, and like I didn't expect my mom or my dad or anybody to want to talk at his funeral. So I read his obituary. I cremated him, but still it was that process of like my mom, regardless of me being involved, like she still had to decide like those decisions for him. And like,
that's the last thing someone wants to do when
take out an urn for him. Yes. You told me you didn't finish my reading, but I had a reading done. Mm-hmm. And in my reading, he mentioned that he made sure that we weren't going to see his body because he was like, "You're welcome," is like literally her words. No, I don't even like open casket funerals.
Or just...
No. So it wasn't until later. And even later when we got his death certificate, on his death certificate, it literally says unknown. Like it says cause of death unknown.
Yeah.
He had his Camelback on. He had his Yeti with him. So he had water, but he didn't have enough because I think he may have went out way too far and then decided by the time she said he went out in the morning at like 9 a.m, which is still way too late in Arizona. And that was the thing that like me and my mom alive for a very long time is we were like, how long was he waiting?
Yeah.
And she's like, and I wouldn't sugarcoat that to you. She goes, I've done many readings where she's like, I just did one for a mom where the guy like was hiking a mountain and he like fell and broke his leg open and splinted his leg and was like struggling and then he died. She goes, I wouldn't have sugarcoated that for you. She's like, if I really thought he was suffering, I would tell you that. She's like, but what he's telling me is like he just felt very overwhelmed and dizzy and nauseous and he just instantly passed out and he went to heaven.
Yeah.
Like they believe it or not, like it gives us the validation that like he was not laying there and like suffering. And yes, like of course it matters to check in on everybody, but like also check in on that person that like
check in on the sibling.